Hey, how you doing? This is my first video blog. First time I've ever done anything like this. I gotta say it feels a little odd. I'm sitting in the office, in my office at my house. It is 11 o'clock at night on Sunday night, and my wife is asleep. My two boys have been asleep for a while, and I'm up playing on the computer and trying to learn something new, learn how to video blog. I had hoped to edit in some footage from the service, but that's not going to work out this time. Maybe in a future blog. But for right now, this is the way I'm going to do Sunday set list. Just kind of talk about it, share how I felt about the service, and we'll see how it goes. I have no doubt I'm going to say something stupid. Kind of like right now, I have just looked at my screen and noticed that Kermit the Frog is sitting over my shoulder right here. And if you see him chime in, let me know, because he's a puppet. And that would be very bizarre. So, anyway, here's the list from today. Today's service went pretty well. Rehearsal went good this morning. I've shared on my blog before the church bought the new Baptist hymnal from Lifeway a few months back, and we've really enjoyed it. What I'm enjoying right now is going and looking at the extended edition songs that they've given us, included with the hymnal. So you get the basic, hymnal version, but you also get an extended version that's kind of some more updated arrangements with guitar and things like that. Unfortunately, we don't have a guitar at this point, something we're working on, and so it doesn't quite have the feel that I want it to have yet, but it was a pretty good morning. We started off with the orchestra playing Crown Him with Many Crowns, kind of a little bit of an upbeat version as the choir came in, and then once I got through the announcement, which I don't like, and I've shared before, I just feel like it kind of puts a pause in the service. We did For the Beauty of the Earth, which went okay, and then went from that into Unashamed Love, the old 10 shekel shirt song that we hadn't done at Westwood in a while, but it still seemed to get somewhat of a response, especially when we got to the chorus, the worthy you are worthy part. People seemed to respond to that. After that, it was a welcome fellowship time, typical Baptist hug and handshake for, as we played a little bit. Then we went in and we sang Crown Him with Many Crowns. I got to scroll down here so I can see what else we did. And then we sang Wonderful Merciful Savior, a song written some time ago by Dawn Rogers and Eric Wise. It's one that we just introduced at the church a couple months back, and I like it, and some people seem to have enjoyed it. As usual at Westwood, there's not hardly any physical response in worship. You get some smiles, a few hands that go up, maybe 2 or 3 hands out of the 300 people that are there. So I'm hoping that God will lead me to a way to draw more, not emotion, but more response in our worship. A smile, for goodness sake, or raise a hand in worship, shout, do something besides just stand there looking bored. And so something we're working on. I'm sure maybe we'll get there one day. We went from that into the offertory time. The choir did an old song called Faithful and True, which went very well. We hadn't done it in many, many years, and the choir picked it up in just a couple weeks of working on it. Brother Steve's been preaching on the 10 Commandments recently, and today was Honor Your Father and Mother, and he did a great job as always. Hoping to get a podcast set up for him soon, and so maybe I'll have some information about that coming in the future. Invitation was the standard Just As I Am. I'm really wanting to find some new invitation songs. I've been stuck recently in about a list of 7 songs that we just cycle through. Because there's not a lot of worship songs that I found that say I am coming or I will come or that are a response song. Which, it doesn't have to be that for invitation, but it just seems to fit. And then we closed with a song that has a little history at Westwood, a song called Take Up Your Cross. I believe it might have been written by Ray Boltz. And there's a whole other blog that I could blog on that, but I won't right now. But that song was the closing song for every Sunday morning service for about 2.5 years while the previous worship leader was on staff. And so everyone in the church grew to absolutely hate it. Didn't like it at all. So we hadn't done it in a while. I've tried to do it twice before, and both times Brother Steve has ended the service with prayer. Just for no reason. Normally it's prayer and then a song, and those 2 Sundays, end with prayer and over. So I didn't know if he was trying to send me a signal, I don't want to do this song. But today we actually did it, and when he closed the service with prayer, he said, well, let's close with prayer. And it seemed like he was going to end it again, and the song was going to get cut again, in which case I'd have never even tried it. But then after the prayer, he said, let's stand and sing this song together as we close. And so we did it. It got everybody laughing because they hadn't heard it in a long time, and they were like, we don't believe we're doing this song again. So I don't know if we'll ever do it again. It was good just for nostalgia's sake, but anybody got to laugh at it. But I could tell they don't enjoy it. They may have a hard time letting go of the history of that song, even though I think it's a good song, good upbeat song. So anyway, that's my Sunday set list for today. Hope you had a great Sunday, and we'll see you out there on the blogosphere. Have a good week. See, I hadn't found my button how to stop this recording. Now it's kind of a weird moment where I have to pause and look around and go, bye.